Crooks, Lair, Crooks, Lair, Crooks, Lair, Lair. Crooks, Lair, Crooks, Lair, Lair. Crooks, Lair, Crooks, Lair, Lair. Crooks, Lair, Crooks, Lair, Lair.
Now we're getting some action.
I don't know. I love snow, so
Have you lived in Texas your whole life?
yeah, I've always been in Austin.
Okay.
So we'll get one like once every other year of like usually it's like ice, which is the reason why this one was like. I mean, obvious caveat to this is like people died like in their house and stuff because they didn't have power, and they had like their fucking gas stovetops turned on and shit.
Bro, that's wild.
But yeah, that's the caveat. My experience with this was that it was a jolly old time, apart from being really cold in the house for a couple days. But like we like legit had like 6 inches of snow. So it was like
And that's wild.
Yeah, usually like ice, it's like it'll sleet and it'll stick and like maybe there's like fucking half inch of snow. But this was like I've never seen where I grew up like out of the
That
fucking
amount?
Polar Express like cover. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's what that shit looked like.
Wake
So-
up to a golden ticket right
yeah,
out of your
yeah,
nightstand.
exactly. It was sick. It was just I don't know. It was cool.
That's cool.
So it fucked the whole city up for like a
Bro,
week.
hell
But
yeah, dude.
yeah.
Yeah, that was rough. Cause I have two families, cousins that live in Dublin.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Wow.
and like they got hit, bro. They got hit with that ice over.
Yeah.
It's by Stephenville. Steubenville.
Yeah. Is it like East Texas?
I don't know, man.
I know Stephenville.
Okay.
I don't know where it's at exactly, but yeah.
Yeah, I think they're only like half hour out of there. But, you know, they got schmacked. But before we get any deeper into this interview and turn it into an interview, yo, Brooks Lair, Criminals, another episode. We getting it this year. I told you we're going to push episodes this year. Because last year, I think I only put out like 2 or 3. And this year, we're doubling, tripling that shit. But on this episode, very happy to finally have the boy because we've been trying to get him since last summer.
Yep.
Last June.
Crazy.
But finally it worked out, and it's like last year's miss was supposed to happen because tonight's gonna go fire. But Prosecute.
Yo, what's up?
up?
Yeah. Hey, I'm Prosecute. I make dubstep and go and play it for people.
Hell yeah, bro.
That's-
The dream.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
guess so.
dream.
This run starts the whole rest of the year, so
Yeah.
there's like
Which the reason he's in town is because he's on tour with Ubur and Phiso.
Yep. Those are
Nice.
the boys.
And if I'm right, the tour just started. There's maybe like 3rd, 4th, 5th day.
second show.
Second show. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, let's go.
Yeah, second show.
What was the first show?
It was last weekend. And we have 4 this week.
Damn.
So this is the biggest leg. We don't have a bus or anything, in case y'all were wondering. So it's all like,
All flying.
yeah, it's all flying, which is like, I don't necessarily have a problem with. Buses are just really fun, but they're also like egregiously expensive. So like just the inner dialogue that goes along once like cooler and cooler shit starts to happen, you gotta like kind of like unwrap that in your head and figure out like you don't want to be like a fanboy of people or just like a fanboy in general of like you can be genuinely proud and happy of course of all the shit that you're doing, but like you get what I'm trying to say, like
Yeah, but you're not trying to get a big head of it.
yeah,
either.
there's 2 sides of it. There's like you can get full of yourself like on an ego standpoint, be like, yo, I'm doing this is crazy, like I'm one of these guys now, or I'm on my way to being one of these guys now. And you also can't be like, you can't lose sight of that because like part of that is still important. So
Yeah.
it's just like the whole game is like taking the best out of both sides of every way that you can think about shit as far as like moving through touring and stuff.
It's like looking at one idea or happening, but from multiple perspectives, so you can get like a whole all around idea of what is happening.
Yeah, and that's all it is like, say like you're playing like a big festival like Lost Lands or something, like part of you needs to be saying like, holy shit, I'm playing Lost Lands.
Yeah,
and
of
part
course.
of you also needs to be saying like, you're fucking,
Yeah,
like, of course I'm playing Lost.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Fuck
like, that's the weird, you don't want to get caught in either of those two islands. You want to live on the bridge in between them. You know what I'm saying? The sound stuff, like, that was never a conscious thing for me. Like, I wasn't making decisions in Ableton to sound like Prosecute, you know, like at any point in time. Like, I think a common like misconception that I had before was like, man, how do I get like my sound? Because, you know, like there's a lot of interviews with like bigger guys where like they'll say like, you got to have your own sound, you got to do your own thing. But I think like the better way to word that is like, it's you doing it, right? So like, it's your hands on everything that you're making, and that's what develops your sound. So like, you just end up leaning on shit that you like and that you feel like you're good at, and that's what turns into your sound. But if you're making a conscious effort, like I gotta put like this kind of sample in every song, or I gotta do like this kind of theme, or like if like the more planning you do, the less good the music's gonna be.
I think I downloaded Ableton in 2017. I didn't actually start making music until like 2019.
Yeah.
I fucked around and all, but
yeah,
like,
it was the same shit.
I didn't
with
know
me.
how to compose and
I didn't
anything.
take it seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I could just be a good DJ and play ultra. You know, like that was the naive like side of me that thought that I didn't have to do any work, and I could just be.
It's wild, bro.
Whatever. Like you know, you watch like sets as a like just a fan, and like you're like, I could do that. Like, you know, like I could. I don't know. That's a like valuable mentality.
Yeah.
Because that's how all this shit starts for us. But
Yeah,
like,
that's definitely how it starts.
for whatever reason, I'll eventually like grow out of this, but I'm way more excited to play like my friends' favorite music than I am my own music.
Okay.
Even if it's like Gutter Spunk, for example, is like my biggest song. Like I enjoy playing it live, but it's like this weird thing mentally where
it's like you're still critiquing it.
I'm still like not thinking it's as good as
yeah.
like it seems on another end of it, you know? So like
I think it's because when other people listen to your music, they're listening to it to be a fan.
Yeah.
You're listening to it to find the flaws.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, it's tough. It's still weird. I mean, I obviously like want to move into a space where I'm playing like 99% original sets, but it just takes so long to build up enough music for that. But
and enough music that you're comfy playing.
Right.
Because like, yeah, I could have 10 songs finished, but like,
100%.
ideally I only like 3 of those.
Yeah, like I'm still in a space where I feel like my sound is like evolving like quickly enough to where there's like a cutoff point where I'm just not playing shit that's any earlier than like a certain date, just because I'm just not.
I feel that. Yeah.
Just it doesn't feel like it's there to me, even though, you know, like it could have done relatively well online or whatever. But yeah, it's weird. It's just like, I think the imposter syndrome just kicks in when you start playing your own shit. Like for me, where it's just like, yeah, like it feels good, but I'm like way more stoked for this, like, I don't know, nerve song I'm about to play. You know what I mean? Like it's just, I don't know. It's just weird. I'm trying to get over it right now. So
that's how I feel. Cause like for that Shiver show, one of my favorite songs that I played was it's called "Obtaining Orbit in Space" by Cub Tunes, and I met Cub Tunes about 5 years ago, and he's a dear friend, and the hype I get from playing that live, one, knowing it's my boy,
right,
and two, just the hype behind the song itself. Like, yeah, I would say I get more excited to play that song in my set than my own shit.
That's probably what it is I'm just more excited to be
supporting your friend.
Yeah. I'm just like, yeah, it's like more exciting for me to show people this crazy shit that someone that I'm close with made. That
you fuck with also.
Yeah, but like keeping that same energy for my songs is really difficult for me.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
You know what I mean?
No, well, but I know we had a small window to fit you in today, but bro, I'm so happy we were able to like
of
do
course.
this.
I'm happy to come back on every time I'm in.
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, shit, you were here last year, but that was an even smaller window.
Yeah.
And then so I'm just grateful we were able to finally get you in.
Of course, yeah.
Peace.